You're listening to the Anxiety Ridden Moms Club,
the podcast for moms who love their kids deeply and still feel anxious, exhausted, and overstimulated.
Here, we talk about the messy stuff, the thoughts we don't say out loud, the pressure to do it all, and the journey back to ourselves.
Progress over perfection, always.
Let's go. Okay, so we're watching Shrinking on Apple TV, and Paul drops this line, "Pain sets me free." And I was like, "Excuse me, sir? What do you mean pain sets you free? I actively avoid pain. I think we should all actively avoid pain."
Right. My whole personality is built around avoiding discomfort.
Until the year 2026.
Until 2026. And now I embrace it. I've actually probably been embracing it a little longer, actually. But I've decided I need to keep on my trend of becoming more uncomfortable, because who doesn't like to be comfortable?
Yeah. I was going to say same, but I'm not the same. I don't like being uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable being uncomfortable.
But it's necessary. It's necessary.
Is it?
It is.
So, in Shrinking, if you haven't watched it, watch it.
You have to watch it. Seriously. Like, honest to God, like, this is one of those shows that you told me to watch. And I was like, yeah, okay. But I was watching Found, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get to it. And we started watching it. And it is seriously like one of our favorites for me and Tom. He was like, this is you just fall in love with every single character. Every single one of them. I just love them. And it makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It makes you just warm inside. It's like such a good show. Everybody has to watch it. If you haven't watched it, get on it.
It's a little unhinged.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I just love it.
So anyway, in Shrinking, Paul talks about this tool called the reversal of desire. Instead of avoiding pain, you lean into it. You say, bring it.
Which sounds unhinged, but also kind of powerful. Our brains are wired to avoid discomfort.
Obviously.
Avoiding creates anxiety. Anxiety makes our world smaller. We start living in what they call a shrunken life.
A shrunken life. Huh. Avoiding the hard conversation. Avoiding setting boundaries. Avoiding the gym. Avoiding checking your bank account.
Yeah, I like to avoid that one.
Avoiding starting the thing.
Avoiding saying how you actually feel. That's a hard one for me.
Same. I can't put it into words how I feel.
No.
I
can't either. Or, yeah, I don't know. Or especially if I know that I don't want to tell you how I feel. I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I do in my head, but I don't want to say it out loud because I'm too concerned to how that'll come across or what people might think or whatever.
We've established that I'm the unhinged emotional one here.
What?
Probably in every relationship that I have. I feel all of the things, but I can't articulate all of those things. Like, Brad genuinely cares, like, how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants me to be able to genuinely explain to him how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes he can help or make it better. But I really struggle with articulating how I'm feeling. Like, I feel all of it, all at the same time, all of the time. You know what I mean? But like, actually turning that into words or a productive conversation are really freaking hard for me.
Yeah. I think feelings are hard to explain. Honestly. When I was going to look.
And I think for moms, avoiding pain looks like staying quiet so no one gets mad. Avoiding that discomfort.
Right.
Over-functioning so no one is disappointed. Pretending we're fine when in reality we're fucking drowning. Or not pursuing something because we're scared to fail. You know, Gary Vee says, like, if you're not failing, then you're not trying. Like, any successful person has failed over and over and over and over again. And then you get to the cliche, like, it's not about how many times you fail. It's about how many times you stand back, gets whatever
You
the fuck
stand back
it
up.
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I think that's why that people even stay in situations that are comfortable, but not fulfilling. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot easier to avoidance is like it feels safe. You just feel safer by staying in that situation, but it slowly suffocates you.
For sure.
You know, the one thing is that when I actually thought about like when this was all said, which actually I'm going to look up this. So that you guys know, in Shrinking season 2, it was in episode 2 that Paul teaches the reversal of desire. So pain sets me free means actively embracing discomfort rather than avoiding it. It teaches that confronting rather than running from pain breaks the fear avoidance cycle, allowing you to move forward and stop living in a restricted, shrunken world. So when he actually was talking about this, the biggest reason why I even like kind of said something to you about this particular episode and this particular statement was it made me think about when I was growing up, and I feel like even to this day, my dad will say it, but my dad would always say, you know, pain makes you feel that you're alive. Pain is good. You know, you should always, you know, take pain as like a positive thing. Younger me said, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Who in the hell wants pain? Nobody wants pain. That doesn't feel good. There's nothing positive or anything about that.
Pain sucks.
Yeah. And pain can cause misery, and pain can cause you to be uncomfortable, and pain. There's just so many bad things when you think about pain. But my dad did always tell me, he was like, no, it's what makes you feel alive. So I realized as time goes on through years and growing and learning and being involved in situations, I've grown the most and become a better version of me through probably my most painful moments.
So how do we embrace them? How do we hit them head on? How do you run towards something that makes you feel uncomfortable?
Well, okay, here's an analogy I think it's kind of interesting. This is one thing I envy about my husband. If somebody came in to attack, let's say somebody came in your house or somebody came up to you out in the street and they were coming at you, like all of a sudden you're standing there, next thing you know, they're going to lunge at you. What's your first reaction?
Run.
Right. My husband's is to run at that person. Like, seriously, like he would, I mean, if somebody lunging at, he's lunging right back. He's always telling me, he's like, I don't care. He's like, if somebody had a gun, I'm at least, if you're going to kill me, I'm at least going to get killed head on. Like, to him, he's like, you go at it. And I'm always like, God, I wish I was like that. Cause I'm like, oh, I go backwards. Somebody lunges at me, I'm lunging backwards. If somebody even comes up to me and like they get too close in general, I take a step back. Like, I got personal space here, people. Like, I'm not a invade the space even kind of a person. So my natural reaction is always to move back. Where his is to always go head on at it. And I always think to myself, man, I want to do that even in a physical sense, that if somebody was really threatening me in a negative manner, I think you do better. The people who are more apt to say, oh, hell no, and they go at it, do better. Even if you're fighting somebody, because they will fight to the death. You know what I mean? All the people who survive bad situations, because they went at that person and they survived through it, right? They had a chance, at least.
I don't know about the gun situation.
Well, no, but I mean, a lot of the other situations, people come at you. You know what I mean? You can win.
For sure.
You even watch movies, you know, there's a guy with a gun and all of a sudden they're fighting and the gun show goes off, but it's off into the left instead of at your face. You know?
Right.
You have a chance, right? So I guess it made me even think about that too, where I was just like, you know, pain in general, we should run at it because you have a chance to turn the pain around, to not have it be such a negative situation. Does that make sense? I feel like a lot of times we get on here and I'm always asking, does that make sense? I don't. It
does.
Do you understand me? We did just have an episode about, you know, being misunderstood. But you know what I mean?
It makes sense. It does. I'm still hesitant. I'm hesitant to run towards pain.
But have you ever had something in your life that was hard or painful not that it made you a better person, but that it made you like think about something different and maybe make a even if it's a small change, a change in your life. Maybe it made you appreciate something more. Maybe it made you start a new tradition in your family. Maybe it started, I don't know, you just did something different because that happened. You ever had any of that?
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure it happens all the time. Right?
Well, yeah, but sometimes you have to be conscious of it. Okay, here's the thing.
I like to avoid. Okay. I like to avoid and not feel it. That's just the.
And okay, so here's something with anxiety. If you take something that's got anxiety, like we've talked in the past even about my daughter. When she's had any anxiety and it was like she didn't want to go order food, if I were to say, don't ever order it, she's never going to get over the anxiety of ordering food. But if I go ahead and say, okay, today you're going to order at least your drink, I'll order your meal. She starts coping with the reality of, ordering a drink was no big deal. Oh, now I threw in a burger to go with that and it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So like eventually you get over the anxiety, but if I never ever let her go at that uncomfortable situation, as stupid as this sounds, like to me, it really in my mind didn't make sense. But obviously I know that there's people out there that struggle just to communicate and talking about, hey, could I get a burger and fries?
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's if I would have just kept telling her, she can avoid it. Or if you go into a building and that building makes you anxious and it's just being in that building, if you say, then I'll never go back, then you'll never get over it and you'll never be able to enter that building. So you have to go at pain. You have to go at discomfort or your anxiety actually gets worse.
Okay. So I hear my boss in my head. He just said to me, one of my bosses, he said, have you ever heard the saying, eat the frog? Have you ever heard the saying, eat the frog?
No, I've heard something about a frog before, but I don't think I heard eat it. So yeah, what? Go on.
Eat the frog.
Okay.
Eat the frog means do the hardest, I can't talk. Eat the frog means do the hardest, most important task first thing in your day. The phrase comes from the quote, often attributed to Mark Twain. If it's your job to eat the frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. The frog, the task you're avoiding, the uncomfortable one, the one that makes you procrastinate.
Mm-hmm.
Your frog is usually the scary email, the hard conversation, the workout, the budgeting. And when you avoid it, the anxiety builds.
Mm-hmm.
Everything feels heavier. Mm-hmm. You waste energy thinking about it. When you do it first, you get relief, momentum, confidence spike. The rest of your day feels easier. I think it kind of goes hand in hand. Like do the uncomfortable, do the hard, kind of get it out of the way, which I am the worst at. And talking even like procrastinating, I will procrastinate and think and overthink a situation that could potentially take 10 minutes to get done. But no, I'd rather think about it and overthink about it for 100 years instead of just getting it done. So I think those two things kind of go hand in hand. Like pain sets you free.
Yep.
Eat the frog.
Okay. So like it makes me think about too, when you'd have to present in front of peers or anything or whatever. Like you go to work and they're like, put together a presentation and you're going to get up and stand in front of everybody, do it. So I always would be the person to say, yeah, I'm not going up there first or a second or third. Like maybe throw me in the middle of the pack to like 3/4 in. Like I like to go later down the road. And I worked with somebody that he'd always tell me, nope, we're going first. I'm like, are you out of your freaking mind? We're not going first. Oh no, we're doing this first. Trust me, we're going to do it first. Because then the rest of the time that we sit here, we are over it. We don't have to think about it anymore. We're relaxed. The whole meeting is so much easier. I'd be like, this guy is lost his damn mind, but okay. So we got up there first and I was like, this sucks. This totally sucks. We're the first ones doing this. And literally, he was so right. After we did, I was like, God bless. This is so much better. The whole meeting was a better meeting for us because the rest of the time, everybody else had to go up there.
You got to make fun of everybody
I got
else.
to sit around and like go, look at them, or whatever. But I also used it or zone out if I wanted to because it wasn't like the presentations were for us. You know what I mean? So it was like, but it made it to where I didn't sit around stressing for 2 and 3 and 4.
Oh,
different people's things. So it's true. It's like if you go get it done, whatever that may be, like that says first in the morning or first in line for presentation, you do get rid of a lot of your anxiety. and make it more comfortable.
Yeah, like if I go, and I will say, like if it is a not optional task, like I have to do it. Period. End of story. I am 1000% on board. Like do it first, get it over with. Because I, honest to God, if I go last, I honestly could not recall one other fucking thing that was said from point A until my turn. Like it consumes me. So I'm totally on board with going first if it's something that I absolutely cannot avoid. If I can avoid it, I will absolutely avoid it and not do it at all for 3 weeks. But if it is a task that I have to do, or like a presentation like that, I will 1000% go first, because I won't.
Yeah, because then after that, you're like, whew, it's over with.
Yeah, one time at our old job, remember we used to have these leadership meetings where hundreds of us would go to Florida, and I was so paralyzed in fear, and everybody was like, I got picked to do the presentation because we've already established that I'm the one that never shut up, the loud, obnoxious one that fought for what I wanted. So like they're like, oh, it'll be easy for you, but like internally I was dying. And so I asked someone, was like, I'll give you a Xanax. And I was like, okay. And then we get to the meeting and they're like, I don't have a Xanax, but I have a pot gummy. Do you want it? And I was like, will it calm me down? They're like, yeah. Well, when she handed it to me, I thought she said, I just gave you half. What she said was, just take half.
Yeah.
And so like halfway through the meeting, like through the presentations, whatever, before my turn, I was sitting at the table and I was like, oh, I was so fucking high. And I literally went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, like hands on the sink, like, oh my God, and was like trying to say the ABCs because I didn't know if like words would actually come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And so I got up on stage in front of 500 people. It's all recorded. There is a video of this somewhere. I remember my VP was like on the edge of his seat. Like, I don't know what is going to come. Like, what is wrong with her? I like pounded I had cotton mouth like a mofo, pounded like a bottle of water on stage. Everybody says it was a great presentation and they couldn't tell that I was on a fucking different universe because I was so high. But yeah, I had to, what I wanted a Xanax, and then I ended up taking just to like present. Like it would, like my anxiety can debilitate me at times.
Yeah.
We powered through. Everybody said it was great. I said that the equipment we were delivering was a piece of shit in front of all of the C-suites. Like, there are some things that I shouldn't have said that I said. But it's crazy because anxiety is just, it can, and like leading up, like it's one of those instances. I wish I could have went first because I wouldn't have had to take a pot gummy and it probably would have went a hell of a lot smoother. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know.
I think avoiding definitely makes it harder, or just like those situations when don't get to just, okay, it's my turn, let's just go do it. You are waiting into the day to do it. It just can become overwhelming.
And then you turn to substances to help. And then next thing you know, you're high as fuck on stage in front of 500 people.
Right.
Not my proudest moment.
Right. Exactly. You know? And see, that's the thing is though, but if you look back, you learn something from it. Don't use substances to be in front of a group of people. That would be everyone's lesson out here for today.
Oh my God, it was awful. It was awful. And I was mortified for a very long time. But yeah, no, I never want to watch that video. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I don't want to talk about it. Or I didn't want to talk about it at the time. Now I can laugh about it. It's fucking hilarious. But no, it was awful. But yes, we got to run. We've got to run towards the pain. We can't let anxiety win.
Yes.
And that's hard.
It is hard. And I think that it's always the first instinct is to run away from things.
But we're going to start. We're going to start lunging towards it, but we're going to be sober when we do it.
Yes. Yes. And we're going to look at it as we're going to gain so much more out of it, ultimately. Being uncomfortable, you learn a lot about yourself.
How do we force our kids out of that comfort zone and to be uncomfortable?
I think that just comes with encouragement, being with them and showing you yourself doing it. I think a lot of things that our kids learn from us is watching us do things. So if you know what I
gotta
mean?
teach our kids to eat the frog.
Yes. So I think sometimes you can share with them, like, oh my God, even like a presentation. I have a presentation to do. I'm a nervous wreck. Like, oh my God, I got to do this. You know what I mean? And then say, if I'm going to go in there, I'm going to go do it first. And you may think it's crazy, but this is why I do, and explain. You know what I mean? And then after you're done, say, guess what? The meeting went great, blah, 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 blah. Like you share those positives. Or I'm going to go into this store that gives me anxiety. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that I think we have to show our kids us doing it. I think if we show our kids that we're anxious and we are debilitated, what do you think that they're going to do? They'll become anxious and debilitated. But if we show them that, hey, I'll do it, watch me do it, I can do it. Now, sometimes people can say, I think there's times where, because I have through the years been where I'm just doing it. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I can sit here and stress over it and act crazy or whatever, but I'm just doing it, whatever. And some people will be like, well, that's just because that's just you. Well, no. I mean, realistically, have a lot of the same exact feelings everybody else has had. I just started working on them. And that is truly the difference is working on them. It's just like when they go to therapy. Lots of people go to therapy, but do you do what the therapist tells you to do? Probably not. Hence the reason a lot of people.
Well, and a lot of people shy away from therapy because they don't want to do the work.
The hard work.
Because it is hard work.
And it's uncomfortable. And who the hell really wants to be uncomfortable? I
mean, yeah, to sign up to be uncomfortable, let alone to fucking pay to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's a whole other beast. Let me pay you $200 to sit here and fucking cry for an hour.
Yes.
This is great.
Yes.
This is so much fun.
Exactly.
But you have to get down to the root cause. You have to figure out what's
bothering you. And a lot of people, if you ask, what makes you anxious, they don't really even know. You really have to start learning about yourself. And the only way to truly learn about yourself is get into some uncomfortable situations and say, oh, light bulb moment when I'm in the, people have the problem with the rooms. If I'm not facing a door, it makes me anxious. If I face the door, I don't have a problem. There's all sorts of things of examples that people have. If I talk to this person and I'm asking them these questions, it makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is how you learn. You don't learn by sitting at home and not trying other things and so that you can help yourself. Because you have to ultimately, nobody else can take you out of your anxiety but you. You 100% are the one to do it. Just like if we have kids that are anxious, they themselves have to do the work to make it happen.
For sure.
Just because parents can be extremely helpful in showing them how to do it, doing it with them, you know what I mean? Encouraging them, letting them know that life's no different today or tomorrow. If something went wrong or somebody made fun of you or you did something and somebody thought you looked stupid, like, who cares? Like, all it doesn't matter. So it's all about showing them, being a part of their life and showing up every day and teaching the lesson. Run at that pain. Pain is good. Pain makes you know you're alive. That's from my dad.
Pain lets you know that you're alive.
Although I have a lot of pains right now. So this is also for my dad. My shoulders hurt. My back hurts. I'm old.
But it's a good thing.
But it's great. I'm alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, I think this is something that everybody can work on. We can all get better. Just like I think that when I watched this episode, it definitely resonated with me about growth and about just some of the things that we need or can do just to make our lives better, make our kids' lives better, run at that pain. So tell us, what's something that you shy away from, that you don't do, that you kind of wish you would do, but you don't? Anything? I know I'm putting you on the spot, so. What do you avoid?
Working out.
I've been avoiding that too.
Meal planning.
Nah, I haven't been avoiding. I've been doing pretty good about my meal plans.
Me too. I
will say this. I'm getting much better. I can't tell you I'm perfect, but I'm definitely much, much better.
Yeah. I'm
lazy.
Obviously, trying to be on a health journey, and I'm definitely consciously trying to make better decisions and live a healthier life. But it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Yep.
Trying to run, embrace the pain, embrace the struggle.
It's uncomfortable. Well, I can say even like for me going to the gym lately, I'm just like, my husband tells me, "Are you going with me tonight?" "Nope." "You going with me tonight?" "Tell me when I told him, ask me when the weather warms up." So then one day it was a nice day. I think even yesterday he asked again. "Well, it's nice outside. Weather's good." "Yeah, nah, still not going to go." And I'm like, I have got to go. Like, I can honestly tell you, even in aging, you got to go to the gym. And I've been so bad about it through the holidays. It's just took it away. I got sick. No, well, no, I shouldn't say I didn't get sick, but my whole family was getting sick during the holidays. It was just kind of a whirlwind. And I just kind of wasn't even the best during the summer. Wasn't being consistent. And then we came to the winter, and then now here we are. And I've just decided to, like, once it got cold, really cold, I'm like, oh, that's been my excuse this whole time. I need to go. I probably wouldn't have such pains in my shoulders
If you ran towards the pain at
if
the
I
gym.
ran through. And it's true. Like I'll get hip pain and stuff like that. And if I go to the gym, it goes away after like about a week or two of me working out. The pain goes away. So I know better than to do what I'm doing.
I want to buy a tonal. I don't think I will ever.
You want to buy a what?
It's like a tonal. I think is what it's called. Like a TONAL.
What the hell
Tonal. It's like a virtual gym. It's like a mirror that you hang on the wall.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Them are kind of cool.
Just, I think.
Because some fake person, don't they sit and try to encourage you?
Yeah. I need someone to cheer me along the way.
Hey, I wish that we could have.
I just don't think I'll ever be a gym rat.
We need to have an anxiety room moms club one, and I'll sit there and tell everybody, get it, go, sure, up,
you
down,
are
over.
beautiful. You are
amazing. Keep it going.
Frog.
I see that sweat coming down your head. That looks great.
No, I literally just saw a TikTok that made me laugh. It's like, heads up, tits up, let's do this.
Oh, yes. I would love.
Everybody needs encouragement.
Everybody does. I don't care who you are. Even the people who regularly go to the gym like they're supposed to still need encouragement. Prep their food perfectly, still need encouragement. Everything. We all need encouragement. Doesn't matter who you are.
I think I'm just lazy.
I can tell you that's been my problem over the last 6 months.
Like, I will say, as far as like eating better, having a plan, prepping the plan, going to the grocery store, all very important steps. I just don't want to. I just want to sit on the couch and watch Shrinking.
Well, that's my problem too. And then I want somebody else to cook all my food. I used to like really enjoy cooking when I had all the kids at home. And I still can tell you that depending on what's going on, I do enjoy it. Like if we're having a get together, people are coming over, especially when the kids come over, I'm all about cooking. I like to do it because they enjoy it and it's great. But on my day to day, I've gotten really lazy and I don't want, I'm like, that's just time I could be, like you said, watching Shrinking. I could be, or like now I'm watching Night Agent and it's really good. So like, I seriously would rather sit down and watch that.
I told you, Night Agent is good.
It's so good.
I just saw though, it was like, I'm not even going to say numbers. But it is every season of Night Agent has drastically lost people.
What?
So it will probably be canceled soon. Yeah.
Seriously?
And
I will tell you, so I'm in season 2. The first season was so good. And the second season, I just started out. And I'm kind of like, the way they've started it, I'm like going, okay, and here's the only thing I think is dumb. A random chick is not finding you instead of the Secret Service. She's not finding you faster and better.
Rose is very smart.
Okay. She's smart. I understand that. I understand she's smart, but you're going to tell me in 6 weeks, they can't even have a clue where he's at, but yet Rose finds him in 5 minutes flat. She's like, just everything's too perfect. That's probably what is going to ruin it, I guess, in the end. But right now, I don't care. To be honest with you, I'd still tell anybody, watch the show. It's really good.
It is really good. Season 1, fire. Season 2, not so much. Season 3, fire. Okay. I loved season 3. Okay. It will never be as good as season 1, but they nailed it. Season 3, Rose is not in this season. So a lot of people are like, it's probably because Rose isn't there. But I agree. The second season was meh. It was just neat.
It's just I mean, we were only a couple episodes in, but I'm already like kind of going right away, Tom says. So I guess Rose just can, fight with the drop of a hat. I'm like, wow, Rose is pretty impressive. Anyways,
I'm trying to. So when the new season was coming out, I went back and watched. So sometimes I get them all mixed up in my head. But yeah, no, season 3 is good.
Okay.
Season 3 is good. But
I'll have to watch.
Yeah. So
but yes, that's what I'd rather be
we
doing.
give you all kinds of shit to watch.
Yes, because there's a lot.
We're trying to promote eating the frog, running towards pain, and going to the gym, but we just keep giving you
good shows to watch.
Good shows to
and
watch.
a reason to sit on the couch.
Shrinking is short. So their episodes are like 30, 35 minutes.
Yes.
And so you can watch an episode and then
that's what I think what I like about that one. Yes, because I feel like you could get your butt up, have your dinner, go to the gym, do all the things, and still feel like, oh, I got 35 minutes to put a show in, and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah,
I think it's a perfect one especially for that during the week. I save the other ones for weekends. But okay, back to what we're really supposed to talk about.
Yes. I don't want to talk about pain. I don't want to. I don't.
But you know what, though? Here's the thing. Even as we talk about this stuff, it's kind of like I know I'm supposed to continue to get better. One, so I can probably give tips, tricks, and everything else to help anybody or give encouragement in any way I can. And so if I'm doing things, it kind of makes it a little easier to do that. Just like I made a taco bowl the other day, very proportioned size, very healthy with my ground turkey and everything. My husband loved it. We actually had it the next night too. I got to get back to finding what I need to be having, but with good flavor, good taste, and all that kind of stuff, so I can get my butt to the gym because I'm hurting too much, and so I need to do those things. And I have been avoiding, which is not good.
So how do we stop? I feel like we need to give some actionable items here to help run towards the pain, to feel uncomfortable. Like maybe when you feel resistance, pause. Is this dangerous or is it uncomfortable? Because you don't want to do anything dangerous like going to the gym. But then you got to make the conscious decision. If it's just uncomfortable, then you've got to make the conscious decision to choose the
discomfort.
Choose the discomfort.
For sure. Sure. I think you need to move toward it immediately. Send that text, have a talk, start the workout, post a video, apply for the thing. Posting a video is something that actually okay, here's the thing. Like, we're talking about being uncomfortable and running towards the pain. Kylie always is trying to get me to get on camera somehow or another. And I can tell you guys, it's like, it's not my thing. I feel so awkward. So I'm working on that. So that's my uncomfortable thing I'm going to do.
I don't think I'll ever love pain. I don't think I'll ever love pain, but I think it's more about not letting the anxiety and the fear run our lives.
Yes.
I really do. I think that's what it comes down to. You don't have to love pain, but don't let the anxious run your life.
I agree. Totally agree.
It's about healthy discomfort, growth discomfort, alignment discomfort. It's a big difference. So maybe pain doesn't set you free because it feels good. Maybe it sets you free because it breaks the cycle.
Maybe the thing you're avoiding is the exact thing that would expand your life.
What if instead of running from it, you ran towards it?
If this episode hits you, share it with a mom who's been shrinking herself. Tag us, leave a review, and tell us, what discomfort are you choosing this week? Thanks for spending time with us.
Take what you need, leave what you don't, and be gentle with yourself. And if you want to stay connected, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at the ARMC.
And remember, you're not broken, you're becoming.
We'll see you next time.